Bailiff said Lady Adela is usually here during the day and when the weather's nice. I'll have to catch her later.
The Lord be with you. What brings you here?
Look here. I've come on behalf of the bailiff.
Good Lord. What does he want now?
Well, he sent me here to insult you, so he can swoop in, make a big impression by defending you, and beat me in a duel.
Holy Virgin Mary Immaculate, that man is driving me mad. It's always something. I came to check on the construction and he won't stop pestering me. Right, you know what? Go ahead. Insult me so that dolt comes running, and once he challenges you, kick his backside so hard he'll run away bowling. If you manage that, I'll pay you well.
I'd like to, my lady, but it's not that simple. You promised me something in return.
I don't care. Whatever it is, you'll have to get it some other way.
Right then. We'll show him up so badly, he'll never live it down.
I should hope so. Let's get on with it. Excuse me! I have never been so insulted in all my life. How dare you!
Hey, what do you think you're doing, you dung grubber? Are you insulting Lady Adela here? Are you all right, my lady? Don't worry, I'll take care of everything.
Oh, yes, bailiff. Never in my life have I been so insulted. You must defend my honor like a real man, the kind I've been missing all my life.
Yes. Yes, that's me. Have you any last words, you scum?
I'll show you who the real man here is. Come on.
Kyrie eleison.
Go for it. Give him what for?
For glory!
Curva. Enough! This wasn't how it was meant to be.
Pardon? What did you say?
Nothing. I just need to catch my breath before I beat this wretch to a pulp.
Not a chance. Looks to me like this young lad's the clear winner. Won't you escort me to my chambers, lad?
Ah, you swine! You won't get away with this.
Ha ha! Goodbye, bailiff. Excellent work. This has been the first thing here that amused me. Thank you. You've earned your reward.
Why is the bailiff trying to make such an impression on you?
I suppose he thinks if I fall for him, I won't notice he's not making any progress on this construction. Silly sod.
How much longer will you be here?
I think I've seen everything I needed. Jedlichka and I will soon be heading back.
Well, I'm glad I could help you, but I still need the bailiff's reward for Vojta the painter.
That might be a problem now, unless you're willing to resort to something underhanded.
Well, Vojta suggested for this situation that I should improve the painting by writing on it that it wasn't paid for.
That'd be embarrassing for the bailiff. I doubt he can even read. If my guard Jedlichka happens to stand in your way, Just send him my way.
You wouldn't mind?
What happens with the painting in the bailiff's chamber is no concern of mine.
Well, I'll think of something so Voigt is satisfied. Thank you, my lady.
Best of luck.
What's that? May God give you... Why is it open? Hey, you're not allowed here. Hey, you're not allowed here. I'll find you. Ich habe genug Zeit. Could have been a drought.
I apologize.
Are you the builder of the local fortress?
Nun, sonst wäre ich ja nicht hier. What would you like?
I was interested in your building. Must be awfully difficult to think up and calculate everything correctly, eh?
Ja, das ist nicht einfach. But we are not building a cathedral. Unfortunately, this is just an ordinary pile of stones with a little mortar added to it. Mehr auch nicht.
How is such a fortress built? Must be difficult, eh?
For a commoner, certainly. But I am a master. I've built palaces and cathedrals. Compared to those, this is a complete waste of time.
So you're doing this out of duty?
Out of necessity. I have to make a living somehow since those ignoramuses threw me out of Kuttenberg.
Threw you out? I'm sorry, but I'm not from the city, so I don't know what you're talking about.
But you've heard about the construction of St. Barbara's Church, right?
I've heard something about it.
Just heard? Mein Gott, you can't overlook something like that. High arches, slender pillars, carved pinnacles, ein wunderschönes Gotteshaus. Simply a truly wonderful building. Or at least it would be if they let a real master take care of it.
I'm interested in the construction of that cathedral you were talking about. Tell me more about it.
Wie bitte? Do you really have to rub salt into a knife wound?
I'm sorry. I didn't know it made you so angry.
Angry? It could have been my Lebenswerk, my life's work. If that despicable Hungarian king did not come and dismiss the whole city council, I could be building meine heilige Barbara at this time, and not this stupid and meaningless fortress. Such a beautiful church. No other could compare to it im gesamten tschechischen Königreich.
And what makes it so special?
It has a magnificent layout and the most perfect geometry with a 3-nave floor plan. The weight distribution on the axis is so precise that the presbytery can be up to twice as high as in other churches. One narrow column next to another, and between them, unbelievably high windows. There'll be as much light inside as if you were standing under the open sky, mein Freund. It will seriously be a wunderschönes Gotteshaus. Das Gewölbe, The vault will rise 20 Klafter above the heads of the faithful pilgrims and der geschätzten Kuttenberger Bergmänner.
That sounds really spectacular.
Ja. I almost fulfilled my dream. Doch nun ist alles aus.
How is such a fortress actually built? What needs to be done first? And who pays for it all?
Oh, now, you're asking too many questions.
Why? Is it a secret?
Nein, everyone here knows the fortress belongs to the highborn Anna von Wallenstein. She inherited the local estate from her husband, a wealthy miner, but she has many relatives who do not want her to keep that wealth. Are you not perhaps one of them?
No, not at all. I'm hearing about it all for the first time.
So why do you keep asking such stupid questions, du komischer Kauz?
I was just walking by and your building caught my interest.
Oh, wenn das so ist, all right then.
How much does it cost to build such a fortress?
Like this one? It's a kleine Steinfestung, nothing too big. The stone is local, but the wood is expensive. That's because most of it is used for the mining purposes in the shafts.
And the miners are willing to pay quite a bit for it, eh?
Exactly. So we have to import wood from the Sassau forest, where it's much cheaper. Unterm Strich, such a structure costs the yield of 4 villages for 10 years in advance. As a carpenter, you'd have to work for 200 years to pay for it.
How is a fortress built? I've never seen it.
Das ist ganz einfach. Compared to a church or cathedral, it's quite primitive. Using a triangle and a cross, you measure the corners of the building and have the foundations dug down to solid rock. Then you will invite the Steinmetze, the stonemasons, who will supply the shaped stones for the masons. Der Stein. The stone is usually broken directly in the future fosse. Thus, you logically kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Wenn du verstehst, was ich meine.
I understand. The bigger the castle, the deeper the fosse.
Ja, genau. The stones for the doors, windows and walls is more difficult. They're made of sandstone. That's more expensive and must be imported. In addition to the masons, you also need a construction carpenter to build them scaffolding. And another who can do die Schreinerarbeiten.
What does that word mean?
Die Schreinerarbeiten, that's what we call the roof trusses, stairwells, galleries, simply everything that's not made of stone. And then you also need a roofer to cover the roof with shingles or thatch. And a dyer to mix the interior plaster and stucco.
Well, that's really something. So many crafts trades, all for just one building.
Ja, ganz recht. But it brings no glory. If you want to enjoy fame, you have to make churches, cathedrals, and altars. Not village sheds that'll be the first thing to burn in a war.
You seem to be a bit grumpy. Are there some problems with the construction?
Nein, nein, not at all. Quite the opposite.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Wenn du das sagst, Junge,
What? Aren't you glad your work is going well?
soll ich mich darüber freuen? Jeder dahergelaufene Dummkopf could build a thick wall with a shingled roof. I did not need to travel half the world to stack stone on rock here.
Who goes there? You're not allowed in here. Any idea what that was? I'll go there. I heard something.
This must be the painting. I could improve it, like Voita suggested.
You're always welcome.
I managed to get that gemstone from the bailiff. Here you are.
Oh, glad to hear it. How did you pull that off?
An artist should keep his secrets, right?
He should. At least while he still can.
Is something the matter? You seem a bit off.
What? Me? Oh, no. And thank you, Henry. I did manage to sort something out with the armourer, though only halfway. He had no groschen, so he paid me with a cuirass. I've already sketched it, in case I ever paint a knight, but otherwise it's no use to me. You know, take it for all your effort.
Wow. Thank you.
But now, back to work. Quickly before... Oh dear.
How's that grand piece of yours coming along?
How? I'm not sure. Sometimes it feels like... No, that's Henry.
Yeah, of course I'm Henry. Are you sure you're all right?
Be quiet.
What's happening? You look just as absent-minded as when you were painting at that Velez shrine.
Yeah. I'm painting, aren't I?
What the... Voiter, hey! Do you even see me?
What? Oh, sorry. Do you think we could have a talk? It's important. Actually, it's something I've never told anyone about.
Go on then. What's the matter?
The thing is... Damn! How do I start? You already know I'm still troubled to this day by what happened to Voiter. But there's one thing I haven't told you yet. Remember how I told you at Velez's shrine that the place spoke to me? And that in my head I keep hearing Burkhard must die? Well, I meant that more seriously than you might think. I know how I must sound saying all this, but sometimes I really feel as though someone's talking to me, whispering and telling me what to paint. And other times, it's screaming so loud, it bursts my ears. I'm not sure how to explain it better, any more than I could tell a blind person what the color green looks like. But lately, ever since I heard Burkhard was in the Trotsky region, well, I'm just scared. Scared stiff of that endless shrieking, tearing my mind apart.
Can nothing be done about it?
I was hoping that now Burkhard's dead, it would all just go away. But no, that damn screaming is only getting louder and louder.
Couldn't it all be something like a sign from God? Plenty of people have heard voices, haven't they? The Lord spoke to Moses through a burning bush. And what about Abraham? God spoke to him too.
You're right there, friend. But my voice sounds different. We all know stories of people the Lord spoke to. But I'm afraid it's someone else who's speaking to me. Someone from down below.
And could I help you with that in some way?
Maybe you could, at least for a while. I once told a herbalist I was having nightmares, and he brewed me a vile concoction. When I drink it regularly, and say an Our Father at the same time, it helps me quite a bit. Only now I've run out, and I've neither the time nor the energy to brew more. I thought I had enough left to finish the painting, and then it wouldn't be needed. But I miscalculated.
Wouldn't you rather I brew you something I already know how to make? Maybe a decoction of lemon balm and oregano. Used in the right proportions, it can calm a person nicely. And if I add nettles, you'll also sleep better.
I bow to your knowledge, but I'm afraid ordinary herbs aren't enough for my troubles.
So I can run off and get your medicine from the herbalist, right?
He could be anywhere by now. He wasn't the most honest man. That's why I didn't just buy the concoction from him back then, but the recipe as well.
Couldn't you take it to some apothecary and have a new batch brewed?
Not in these parts. I spent years building a good reputation here. I don't want folk knowing about this. Understand, my problem isn't a sore leg. I can't keep going to any random sawbones.
All right. I'll brew that remedy of yours. Or at least have a go.
Don't worry. The hardest part is finding all the ingredients. Getting mandrake root and a river pearl was always a struggle for me, and I don't have the strength for it now. But luckily, you only need one of each. Then you add 2 handfuls of ordinary sage, boil it in some vinegary wine, and it's done.
Mandrake? What's that?
It's a very strange root. It looks quite like a tiny, chubby man, but it's no laughing matter. It mostly grows in graveyards. Try asking the local gravedigger about it. His name's František.
What about the river pearl? Don't tell me you expect me to pinch some wealthy townswoman's necklace.
I wouldn't advise that. Often they're fake. Better go straight to the source. Pearl mussels. They're a kind of clam. There used to be plenty of them in a spot in the stream above Denmark. If you set out from Kuttenberg going south along the stream, you'll come across it. You'll recognize it because there are trees growing in the middle of the stream. But be careful. Pearls are valuable, and that place isn't exactly a secret. There's a good chance you won't be the only one hunting there.
All right. I'll manage somehow. Try to get some rest while I fetch that mandrake brew for you.
Henry, I don't even deserve you. Thank you.
Good boy. Where you go?
Maybe next time I'll even fight. I've been taking lessons at...
Well, come to your senses yet?
Oh, fuck you. I'm telling you, Conrad's going to win the tournament.
Lord be with you. See you later.
What do you want? Greetings, mate. Farewell.
Oh, you know.
Victory or death!
You're always welcome here.
Well, cover your senses yet.
Good day to you.
I've come to ask a favour. I'm after some mandrake root.
Now this is quite a coincidence. You came along at just the right time for me, but not to smack me round the head this time. I need to teach a few people a proper lesson. If you help me, we can talk about that mandrake of yours. What do you say?
All right, out with it. What do you need help with?
There's a gang of thieving scoundrels skulking around here. They keep breaking into the mortuary, and I'm afraid they'll soon start disturbing the departed underground as well. And they're not even after valuables like normal thieves. These filthy swine cut off ears, yank out teeth, shear off hair, and once they even... No, I won't say that out loud.
Why exactly would they steal such things?
Why do you think? They sell them as amulets. No one's ever offered you a maiden spray to put under your pillow so you'll sleep better?
And how am I supposed to help?
How? Well, punch their faces in together, so next time they'll think twice about disturbing my dearly departed. I'm not about to bother the town guard with this, am I?
I see. And do you know where these thieves are?
No, but that doesn't matter. They come night after night, so if we lie in wait, they'll definitely show up.
Don't tell me you can't sort them out on your own.
Maybe I could, but I like a fair fight. 3 against 1 is just too risky.
All right then, we'll deal with your thieves. But I want the mandrake afterward. Got it?
If we pull it off, you'll get all the mandrake you can carry. Now come on, let's warm up a bit and wait for those wretches.
Let's go, lads. He can't be here now. Are you sure? We've been here several times already. Of course. What would that old codger be doing here so late?
Cheeky bugger. Get ready, Henry. Just you wait! This old codger will give you a hiding now! You swine! Take that, fucker up!
Nice strike!
You're done for! Done for! No, you don't!
You can't take me! We gave them a good thrashing. That was something.
I'd say so. They won't be showing their faces again here anytime soon. Here, take this key to the chest where I keep the mandrake root. You've earned it. You'll find it in my cottage larder. It's right behind the mortuary, but the entrance is on the next street over. Good night, and God be with you.
Easy, good horse. Oh!
My respects. My respects.
Willkommen! Was kann ich dir...
Show me your work.
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, Mann.
Nah, I didn't boil that sage long enough. Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa. Brought you that mandrake decoction of yours? What'd you say?
Looks like yours clouded up. Same as mine always does. Oh, and I can smell that cursed stench even through the cork. What that herbalist made back then was more bearable. But not to look a gift horse.
Well, hopefully it'll cure you.
It won't happen, I'm afraid. This brew is like the liquor you'd share with a friend you've fallen out with. It smooths things over for a while, then the hangover comes. Unfortunately, I have nothing better.
How exactly does that voice of yours sound? What does it actually say?
It mostly wants me to paint, as much as possible. Sometimes it even gives me tips. But other times, sometimes it blames me for what happened to Voita. What I did, what I didn't do. Everything that's gone wrong from that moment until now. And actually, I feel it sounds like Voita. As if the devil stole his voice just to torment me. But let's not speak of it anymore, please. I'd like to drink that decoction of yours and get back to work.
Have you ever tried dealing with that voice in some other way?
Of course I have. I went to a priest, a sorcerer, a soothsayer, and a beggar who fancied himself as some sort of wizard. But I never dared tell any of them as much as I've told you. I also ate every herb I could find, drank every concoction, inhaled powders, and had leeches applied to my legs. The last thing left on my list is to have a hole drilled in my head. Maybe then that voice would fly out.
I'm still surprised you told me so openly.
As I said, I trust you more than most. We've seen plenty of strange things together, and you never ran off or went to fetch the Inquisitor.
Well, come to think of it, there might be a decent reward in that.
But you wouldn't enjoy it for long, believe me. I'd cast some spell on you.
Right. As they say, autumn's up.
I hope I don't grow a third leg from this. Cheers.
So, did that decoction work for you?
We'll have to wait and see. It takes time to take effect. In the meantime, I suppose I ought to get back to work, right? I really don't feel like it. But I've only got St. Vitus's face left, plus a few little details. Then someone needs to put it all together. My paintings are only one part of it.
And what other parts, besides your painting, does this altar have?
Aside from the shrine itself, mostly wooden figurines. Which reminds me, Plunk the carpenter who's making all of those should have finished long ago. I'll have to check in on him once I'm feeling a bit better.
Where are these carpenters you're working with from?
They've got a workshop right here in town. I hoped that would speed things up, but I might have been wrong. They're always behind schedule.
If you're still not feeling well, I can go and see those carpenters for you.
Oh, I'd be really grateful. Tell Master Plonk I sent you personally. He'll listen to that.
Plank the carpenter, eh? And where can I find him?
His workshop's just a short way from here. Go to the fountain, then head for the city gate. You'll see it on your left.
Good day, Master. I'm Henry. Master Voita sent me to ask how those figurines for the Sedlet's altar are coming along.
Yeah, the figurines. Tell him I'll send them soon, but I'm up to my ears in work right now. Nothing for weeks, and all of a sudden everyone's gone mad, wanting everything done all at once.
Oh? Then I'll help you. Just tell me where the figurines are, and I'll take them to Voita myself.
You're a bit impatient, aren't you? Didn't I just say soon, not right now?
Hey, do you even know anything about those figurines? Or are you just saying the first thing that comes into your head? You're supposed to be the master of this workshop, but your hands are as smooth as a lady's. Likely the apprentices do all your work, eh? Perhaps they know more about Voita's commission than you do. I'll go and ask them.
Leave them alone. They'd only spout nonsense. As I said, the figurines are done. Well, except for the Virgin Mary. Krudosh was supposed to carve her, but that fool disappeared somewhere, and I took Mary with him.
He just got up and left? Why would he do that?
Because he's as daft as a blunt saw, and twice as useless. I'm almost glad he's gone.
Right. I'll track down that Krudosh of yours and take the figurine right from him. Just tell me where he went.
Well, he probably went to sell it.
Where? At the market?
He's not that stupid. Maybe. But there's a certain bunch that deals in anything with anyone. Their leader calls himself Reaper. Krudosh has met them before, so it might have occurred to him to pass Mary on to them too.
He just walked off with it? Why would he do that?
The bungler used up half a forest carving it, and fiddled around with it for almost a week. So once he'd finished, he got a bit of a slap. Discipline must be kept. And instead of showing respect, he nicks the finished piece and runs off. If I get my hands on him.
How do you even know about that gang? You're not about to tell me you share a pew with them in church, are you?
Well, they want figurines and various other stuff, so I sell to them, you know. But they usually have pretty odd requests. They give me sketches, and then I'm meant to make things that look as close as possible, but from soft wood. Just cheap knockoffs.
Are these fences dangerous?
They carry steel, little surprise. But they never done nothing to me. Not that they'd have any reason.
Where will I find those blokes? Are they local?
I don't know where they bed down, but we've got a spot arranged where we meet if I have goods for them. You know Zimburg, that ruin? It's south of there. Best not go right up to it. Skirt around along the road to Malashov via the ford to the west. After a while the road forks, so go left. Then once it merges again, go left again, into the woods to the south. There's a battered old house there. You'll see it from the road. If you're lucky, you'll find Krudosh there with them. If not, they might at least tell you which way he went next.
So, these fellas buy cheap knockoffs and lug loads of weapons around. You're doing business with some thieving gang, eh? They spot something valuable, pinch it, and replace it with some rubbish from you so no one notices.
That's what you say, not me. And between us, that master of yours, Voita, is one hell of a strange bloke too. It's the pot calling the kettle black.
Fine. I'll check out that broken down shack. If I find Krudosh, I'll send him back your way.
No chance. If he wanted to run off into the wide world, let him. I've already got another apprentice in mind, and God willing, he won't be half as dim.
Nobody's around. But maybe they left something behind. Might Krudos have left it here? Search! Blood. Could they have fought amongst themselves?
What's that you got?
Fuck off before I kill you. Nice try, you whoreson! Ah!
That's probably Krudos. If he's here, then the statuette must be too. goodness. It's fine. Now time to hurry to Voiter.
That was incredible. Will you let me go? Please, untie me. I'll never trust fences again.
You alright?
I am now. Don't know how you got here, but thanks. Never been smacked like that. Not even by Plank.
He's the one who sent me after you.
And why?
Don't worry. I won't thrash you like he does. But you could use a bit of discipline. What were you thinking, coming here alone?
Well, I just thought I'd earn a little extra coin, that's all.
Why did you steal that statuette?
For a lass, actually. I sort of modelled this Mary after her. Well, she's really lovely.
But I still don't see why you had to pinch it.
Well, Stilau, who's apprenticing with me, said I should buy the lass something nice. That's what they go for. I can barely afford a beer. So I thought I'd try my luck with these fences. Plank does the same from time to time.
And what would you do then? After all, Plank knows what you did.
Well, I didn't think that far ahead.
Tell me about that lass you fancy.
She's awfully pretty and kind, but she might not be too bright. Sure, some fool to furnish her old house for her. Something's always breaking in it. Poor Stilau goes over to fix everything and always comes back battered. I told him I'd go next time, but he's too nice and won't let me.
Oh. And how often does he go round to repair her furniture?
A few times a week, or sometimes even more often.
Then next time, just say you'll go instead. Or the two of you go together. It'll be easier that way.
Yes, that might actually work.
Why were they holding you in the camp anyway? They got the statuette, so what else did they need you for?
They asked if I'd make more statuettes like that, so I said sure, if they paid well. Then they said I'd better make them for free. Next thing I knew, bam, I was tied to a tree.
Oh well, what did you expect? That they pay you handsomely and let you run home?
Maybe.
What will you do now? Will you go back to the workshop?
No way! Plank would beat the life out of me. But I was thinking, those bandits didn't seem badly off. Maybe I can find another gang and join them.
Oh, brilliant idea. As long as you don't value your own life.
I don't really understand it.
You've upset a lot of people in town with that theft. If I were you, I'd leave. Maybe for good.
Damn, that's serious. All right, I'll scarp her. Thanks for everything.
What's that you got? from the Gutenberg.
I brought you the final statuette for the altar. The Virgin Mary. Has Planck delivered the rest to you already?
That's right.
And how are you feeling?
I feel terrible. It's like the potion's not really working.
Sorry about that. I brewed it as well as I could.
I know, and thank you, my friend. You've always been there for me, watching what I do and judging me.
Of course. Did you expect anything else?
No, it's just... Thanks to you, I had a moment to think about myself, about everything I'm doing. I am just one step away from finishing this grand daub. But now I'm not even sure why I'm doing it. Did I really want to honor Voita's memory, or was I just meant to think that? What if it's not my own idea, but something that skull planted in me? What if it was put into my head by the devil?
Come on. That's just your fear talking. Worrying about what they'll say in Sedlets. But don't worry. The painting will be splendid. And it'll be celebrated greatly.
It's the devil, I'm certain. That cursed skull. He's hiding in it, always shouting, accusing, just waiting for the right moment. I used to paint because it made me happy. I felt good doing it. But now I only do it because whenever I'm not painting, I feel awful. And you? I thought God sent you to me. But if the devil has plans for me, who knows what role you play in all this? Why did you untie me back then by Trusky? Out of the goodness of your heart? Or were you hoping an old man in trouble might pay you back somehow?
I didn't even think about it. You were just someone who needed help.
And then you went looking for my things, even though the whole mess was really my own doing. You should have left me there at that tree. Maybe the Lord would have taken me to him then, but now, after all this, one trial after another, and I fucked them all up. A good Christian doesn't bow to idols or spawn infernal beasts. I drove out one devil with another, and pulled you into it too.
You haven't ruined anything. I know you well enough to understand you weren't doing it out of malice.
I wasn't, but the devil tempted me with his voice, and I gave in. I can't just wave this away and pretend it's not like that. We even plotted a murder together, for Christ's sake! When Burkhard showed up, I heard nothing but that vile, sulphur-smelling whispering. I wanted that man dead, and those down below were delighted. But it solved nothing. I only pray that the lads and his gang find a better path in life.
Come on, calm down. I'm the one who killed Burkhard. It was my decision alone. The devil had nothing to do with it.
So who is talking to me, Henry? Who else would force these horrible thoughts on me and make me commit such godless acts? Before we dealt with Bellissimo, we were playing at being the Lord of Hell and ruined that sinner's hope for God's mercy. Doesn't it seem to you that all of this, that we went too far with it?
You needed help, so I helped you. That's a virtue, not a sin.
I hope God saw your intentions, and that the end really does justify the means.
Didn't you say you hated that saying?
And yet I clung to it, didn't I? I always chased noble goals, and it never turned out well. You know full well how it went with Voita. Everyone unlucky enough to cross my path ended up dead, insane, or at least forsaken by God. Honestly, I don't understand why you're still here.
I'm here because you're my friend. And I'm definitely not going anywhere.
A friend? Henry, I appreciate your help. But
But what?
But sometimes I feel as if you and the devil who's tempting me are working hand in hand. Yet I believe you're not a bad person at heart, so I'd like to ask you something. I've spent my whole life heading towards this moment. But if it really was the devil guiding me here, do you think if I finish this painting, I'll sign away my soul to him forever?
Well, you got this far through your own effort and talent, not some curse. Look at this splendor. The devil can't create anything, only destroy.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. He's destroying me, so I'll create in his stead.
Did you do all those things with evil intent? I don't think so. It was out of love. For your craft, your dear ones, for the world.
Maybe you're right. Out of love for my neighbor. Not for myself.
See? And if the devil tries to tempt you again, I'll handle him myself.
I hope you won't have to go all the way to hell for that. But how would you even get there? You, who were sent to me from heaven. Thank you, Henry. Go and fetch the people from the monastery. I'll have it done tomorrow, whatever may befall. So, that's that.
How'd you feel?
It's strange. I was afraid nothing would change, like it was with Burkhard that time. But I feel differently now, and it's all thanks to you. You stayed with me until the end, and I realized God's still giving me a chance. I know it won't bring Voiter back, but I wanted to achieve something in his name. As if like giving him more years in this world. And it worked.
And what about your head? Do you still hear the voice?
It's gone quiet. I still sense something there, somewhere, deep down. But it's silent.
Well, Let's hope it stays that way. And remember what I said. If it shows up, it'll have to deal with me. And now? What will you do?
Well, the best part of painting was how many places I got to see. Maybe in the autumn of my life, I'll travel a bit. And they say autumn is lovely in Riknov.
Watch out for the trees. You know you have a certain pull for them. Can I help you with anything else? Collecting hair from a leshy? Beating up your neighbour? Arranging an audience with the king?
Not a thing. You've already run around and bothered yourself enough on my account. This time, I'll take a leaf out of your book, and I won't just hide away at home.
Take care, then.
You too. Drop by again sometime if you ever want a shield painted. It's the least I can do for you. And there's one more little matter.
What is it?
After everything that happened, well, I wanted to entrust you with my painted friend. Take my skull, please, and take care of it for me. And if it's not too much trouble, grant it eternal rest. It deserves that too.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, dear Henry.